August the 2nd, 2013. We're looking at software from NASA called ISON the solar system. A lot of you guys already use it, and I will put a link to it. It's free. This version of it is. It's real neat. We've used it for a long time. But guys, what's happening in 8 days on August the 10th, we may be able to start seeing ISON. We've been waiting for it a long time, and what they're saying, we're going to be far enough out of the glare of the sun, which is here. We're looking over the Earth at current time. ISON is here. I'll show you that when we turn that on in a minute. But now, again, we're looking at the dark side of the Earth at current time, 1:15 Central Daylight Time. That's current time as I'm making the video. You can see India, Saudi Arabia on the dark side just like it is at this time. Now, what I want to do is, they're saying on August the 10th, in 8 days, the Earth will be rotating in this direction. Again, ISON is here, and we're going to be far enough out of the glare of the sun to where we may be starting to see it at twilight. Now, it will be rising in the United States to the northeast. You remember that it's going to come through until I think around October and dip below the ecliptic, and then rise back up around the sun on the 28th. But let's go up into, well, I'll tell you what let's do first. Come over to your visual controls for you guys that haven't used it before. Turn on small bodies there. Now, there's a lot of asteroids out there too, so you're going to get a lot of traffic in this. So you can bring this back down. ISON is here. It is currently at that location of that dot. We're going to look at it a little closer. But again, as we rotate up into the 8th, you'll see it appears the sun is moving left, it's us moving right. So you can manually put the date and time in here, move it up, or you can spin the wheel here. Let's move the date up until the 8th. There. Now what's happened, you notice your date here has changed. And again, you can just watch that rotate. Notice now that the sun is more to the left, ISON is to the right. You see Mercury right there, guys. Now, a lot of this you see different asteroids, and there's going to be 2 or 3 of those visible this month also. August is going to be very interesting. We're going to have a meteor shower. Now, and another thing is after midnight, through that meteor shower, where the moon is going to, I think after midnight, drop below the horizon, so that in the northern hemisphere we have a really good clear night sky. That is pending weather conditions. But anyway, on August the 10th, ISON will be 18.1 degrees from the sun and will begin rising above the northeast horizon before dawn. It says, for mid-northern latitudes on the morning of August 21st, ISON will stand 6 degrees above the east-northeast horizon at the start of twilight. By the end of August, the comet's altitude will double to 12 degrees by the time dawn begins to break, making it an easy target for sky watchers. Now, in other words, in the early morning hours before dawn, but it's going to be double the height. Now, what I want to do is let's go up to ISON and click on it and go to where it is and look into the solar system. Notice Comet Eldon is behind it. There's Halley's Comet, different asteroids. There's 2005 YU-55. Remember, we watched that close flyby. We'll level this off. Now, this is just a depiction of the comet. It's not an actual. Any comet you go to, it looks the same. But it's not an icy ball. This is going to probably be another electric comet like Lovejoy. This one's never, they say, never been inside the solar system, coming out of the Oort cloud. I'm going to come up just a moment and turn the small bodies, which are these comets, turn that off so you can see where the Earth is behind all of the other objects. Mercury, Venus, there. Now, turn those back on, but I'm going to turn the labels off. So you know that this is Earth. So you see that blue dot right there? Now what I want to do is come in, we're going to ride in on ISON, which is this object. Now this time I'm going to take this wheel and advance it in time. Now, as I stop it here, September the 8th, ISON's going to be even clearer because you see where Earth is there, that blue dot. So we're going to have a different angle as we go through this, a wider angle away from the sun, to where ISON will become easier and easier to see until it dips below the ecliptic. Now, I'm going to continue this journey, riding on ISON. Stop here in October 4th. We're getting close to the drop. Now, I want to turn the labels back on just to give you an idea where we're at. Now, October 4th, you can see the distance. This is Earth. Again, we're riding on ISON. Now, in order to continue that, you'll have to turn your spacecraft back on. Now, you can turn your labels, your small bodies back on. You can turn your labels off. Now that you know this is Neptune, you've got the Earth is right there. So as we bring this wheel up, we're going to continue approaching the sun. We're in October. We're below the ecliptic. Again, November 28th is that sudden slingshot. We will not be able to see it in the northern hemisphere. Now, you can see that it's almost under the sun, November 27th. Now watch how fast it speeds up in this simulation. And again, remember yesterday on space.com, they said they don't know what the directions and the different mass and things like that will be affected as it gets close to the sun. Now I've tilted this because the sun would go out of the view because it would be over us. I'm going to speed this up. Again, we're coming right under it. Tilt it up so we don't lose sight of it. November 28th, that's a day that it does the wraparound. There, now you see the light change. It's on the other side and it's rising. Still November 28th. I was going slow at that point. We'll level this out. Right there. Now I want to turn on our labels. There. You can see Mars. Jupiter. There's Mercury, to should give you an idea if everything's going to be lined up as we come around. We'll turn off the small bodies. Mercury, Saturn just comes all the way around. And Earth. So let's zoom out to here and look back on that day. Now we'll level it out, turn the small bodies back on there. We're going to turn these labels off. ISON, this is its trail right there. Now, as you can see that it appears to go off to the right, but again on January 15th, the Earth will be, as it rotates in this direction, will be under that if it doesn't change its directions. So we'll just go up until the January 15th. As you can see, we're approaching it from beneath it. That's January the 9th, 15th, 16th. We'll come back a day. There. Now, at that point, let's turn on the labels. There's ISON. Now at this point, ISON is over Earth, but we're going into the incoming trail of debris, if there were to be one, or if it were to disintegrate in that path the way we were watching the comet Bila do, as it came through the freeze line or whatever. They're still not sure what happened and caused it to split and then later to disintegrate. But now the average freeze line, and I'm getting conflicting reports on this, and you guys may can help me out, is 3.5 AU. Now some reports are saying ISON hasn't hit it yet, but it's already at 2.5 AU from the sun. It's already within that, so I get two different reports on that freeze line. But guys, that's going to be very interesting to watch this, and also don't forget that the Perseids, which is one of the best meteor showers, is going to peak on August the 11th and 12th, the next 2 nights after that. And because the moon is going to be going down after midnight, it should be a pretty good show. So it's going to be an eventful August. Again, ISON in 8 days. Part 3 of ISON and Comet Bilo will be up this afternoon later, guys. Heads up.